Hey friends, you are in the right place. So you found me on Google Classroom. You're not at school today. Here we go. Remember, if any time that you have to get on your ebook, you just go to CPM Math, Google that up. I click on the one that always says more math for more people. That's how I find it. And then when we go to login, all you have to do is click on the Google G. If you're on a device that's not your Chromebook, you have to remember your username and your password from school. I'm in, I'm going to ebooks, and so we are in course 3. Okay. What are we doing, or what did we do today? Well, do you remember yesterday we took a look at this one? How can I generalize a pattern? And so we looked at these patterns. We drew 2 on your paper, we drew 3, we drew 4, and then the challenge was we had to make the extensions 5, 6, and 1. We had to notice how the pattern was changing. And then we figured out what would the 100th figure look like. What we're going to do today is to add how many tiles would it have. This is pretty interesting. So we're going to extend this to number 2. So this is growing, growing, growing. You're going to get another sheet of paper, or you did get a sheet of paper, or the kids that were in school today got this sheet of paper. And figure 2, they made this shape. And then figure 3, they made this shape. And then figure 4, they made this shape. And then they had to extend and find the first, 5th, and 6th shapes. And then it said in part B, Michael knows that one of his figures in this tile pattern has 79 tiles. What is the figure number? There are many ways to find out. Be sure to listen to each person's ideas about how to find a solution and be prepared to explain how you answer this question. Okay, so that's what we did today. And then we went to homework. One thing that's kind of neat on the ebooks, when you're doing this problem, you can go to the e-tool right here. So if you click on this, that takes you right into these patterns. So you see figure 2, figure 3, and then you can drag from over here and make a different pattern. And you can always change colors or do whatever else you need to do. Okay? That's that. Let's take a look at the homework for today. This is homework 1.1.2. 112 says, examine the tile pattern below. Figure 1, figure 2, figure 3. Then it said sketch 4 and 5. And how does the pattern grow? Explain. Now, if you need help, and then how many tiles will there be in figure 100? Explain how you know. If you get stuck on this, remember, you can talk with your group. You can check your homework help. So here's the homework help. You want to sketch figure 4. You can get a hint this way. It says before you can draw the next figures, you must understand the pattern. How many unit squares are added to form the next figure? Where are they added? And there's answers here too. And somebody said, well, is that cheating? And the short answer is yes. Long answer is no. And I'll tell you why. So patterns, problems that are introduced at the beginning, they'll give you hint, 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 and answer. Then, as you see more of those types of problems later, it'll go hint, 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 no answer. And then when you see those problems even later, it'll go hint, hint. And then when you see them later, it'll go hint. And then when you see them later, no hint. So basically, they wean you off of answers and they wean you off of hints. So you just start developing some confidence. So use the hints if you need them and use as many as you need. Okay? And don't worry. Oh, and this is one of my cats. Harry, you want to say hi? So this is the one that's the big baby of the kitty boys. He's the one that does the most crying. That's Harry. And the kids call him Keyboard Cat because I have like a piano keyboard on my computer at home, and he likes to lay on it. That's where he's laying right now. Keyboard Cat. All right, question 13. Copy the axis below onto your paper. Add an appropriate scale, X scale and a Y scale. Place points and label them on the graph. Dog eat dog has a supreme hot dog that weighs 80 grams and has 40 grams of fat. So we can see this axis is weight and this axis is fat. Hot Doggies has a diet hot dog that weighs 50 grams and has only 9 grams of fat. And Dogalicious has a cheap hot dog that weighs 40 grams and has 30 grams of fat. So they want you to plot these on here. If you need help, ebook, homework help, and you can take your hints here. Okay. All right, next. Copy and complete the sequences below. So this sequence goes 1, 3, 6, 10. What is happening? This sequence goes 1, 1/2, 1/4, 1/8, ba ba, ba ba. This one goes 1, 3, 9, 27. What is happening here? 8, 7, 5, 2, blank, blank. And then this one goes 49, 47, 52, 50, 55, bada boom, bada boom. More diamond problems. Remember, if this is x and this is y, up here we multiply x and y. Down here we add x and y. Homework help on these problems. And then the last problem, 116. Use the graph at the right to answer the following questions about quadrants and coordinates of points. Read the math notes box in this lesson if you need to review these concepts. I'm going to check homework help. It says, what are the coordinates of the 2 points in quadrant 2? So we have to figure out where's quadrant 2. And then it says, what are the coordinates of the 2 points in quadrant 4? So if I click that homework help, we had to find quadrant 2 first. And then it says quadrant 1 is in the top right of the graph. So now we know where quadrant 1 is. And match the x coordinate with the number on the y coordinate of the 2 points in quadrant 2. So this is quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4. Okay. And remember, we do the x coordinate first and the y coordinate second. If you need answers and hints, you can check in there. And again, just remember, answers you get weaned off of eventually. Okay. So I hope I see you tomorrow. If you have any questions, go to johnsonth@mps.school, and I'm usually up, so let me know what you need and how I can help. All right. Hopefully we will see you tomorrow.